Rhino Mini was diagnosed with dyslexia at the age of 5. His brain does not function normally. He lives in the northern area of Port Elizabeth. Here there's no school that caters for his needs. The nearest is an hour's drive away and has had to drop out of school. A big challenge for his unemployed parents.
This is why he cannot learning in school, and that type of school, he get beaten. Every time he force him to do something, he cannot get it right and he get frustrated. And when he want to go back every time, he start crying. He not saying, Daddy, I cannot do this job. The school is too much. I cannot do that. I want a proper school where I can work with my hands. He's one of the back very much. Somebody must help him to get a better school. That's why I say, my son, as I can help him, is the government can standing by me to sponsor me, maybe for him to go to a better school.
Sheldon Rockman is a 13-year-old slow learner who needs special schooling. He attends the Bethel Primary School close to his house. He completed grade 7 but cannot continue with his studies as there is no special school nearby, and his family is losing hope.
It's just, he's born like that. And we can't do nothing about it. He's born like that. We can't help. He can't help it here. And sometimes he came home. When he come home, he say the children tease him at school and cry and all that. But we spoke to the teacher about it, and they spoke to the children. Sometimes they had fights with them because of this. But that's not a problem. Actually, the whole problem is education. We want to take him further step ahead. But one day we can't be there. We won't be there. See, maybe to help him in a way.
Special needs schools require small classes, and teachers need to give individualized education. A lack of specialized teachers escalates the problem.
If you put these learners in a mainstream class of 40, they will just disappear. The teachers are not trained to deal with them. They are not equipped. We don't have resources. There's a lack of resources. We also do not have skilled people or professionals that come to the school to assist these learners. So on a day-to-day basis, it's just touch and go. If you're not trained to deal with them, they just come to school and go home like they came this morning without gaining any knowledge.
The problem is not with the child, the problem is with the school system. And it is not the child that needs to be sent elsewhere into a special school, but the school system needs to adapt to accommodate the child. Now, by that, we don't say that all children can be attending a normal school. Of course, you have extreme cases where you cannot. But there are many, many instances where if the school system adapts, you can have inclusive education and not an exclusive system. It's not just me saying that, because in 1994, the Salamanca Agreement was made to move in the direction of inclusive education, to embrace special educational needs. And our own country adopted the white paper in 2001. And we are now 16 years down the line, and we are not really making progress in terms of inclusive education. Even if we have the kids inside the school, we would keep them in separate classes, but we don't find ways of changing the teaching style or the setup of the classroom to accommodate children with minor special needs to still fit them into a normal class.
An additional 6 specialized schools have been built in the Eastern Cape over the past 4 years. There are also plans to train more remedial teachers.
We've actually employed more than 39 district-based support teams. I think there are 62, if I'm not mistaken, which actually the team comprises of physiotherapists, your psychologists, and so that they can be able to assist the learners. Because they would be now based in the 12 districts. But over and above that, during the declaration of the post-establishment for schools, the MEC declared 2,188 posts for remedial teachers for the same thing to support our learners.
But it's not just about learning the ABCs. Parents of special needs children are calling for more vocational schools to be set up to provide their children with skills to become economically active adults. Lerato Tipa, SABC News, Port Elizabeth.